Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and today I want to actually get into talking about some Doctor Who speculation about the 50th anniversary. Now, it's been a while since I've really sort of entertained any speculative stuff to do with Doctor Who. Of course, Doctor Who's off the air as current, and I really just haven't found much to say about where we left off after The Name of the Doctor, which I absolutely loved, by the way. I really felt like they were encapsulating all those great historical and mythological moments in the history of Doctor Who, bringing that all back again, bringing that to the fore with that episode. And of course, it left off with this iconic twist that, there's a doctor we're not familiar with as portrayed by John Hurt. This is well speculated to be, the Doctor's incarnation between the 8th and ninth, respectively, during the Time War, but I'm open to the possibility that it could be relating to something else. I'm not really going to speculate on who he is or what Doctor he is. More so, I want to talk about the 50th and the ramifications of certain little things that I've noted in The Name of the Doctor that don't have to do with John Hurt, but might have to do with John Hurt. And that is largely, when basically the TARDIS crash lands on Trenzalore, you see a cracked window in one of the front doors of the TARDIS. The Doctor notices it, and he's like, wow, has that kind of reaction, like that's unexpected for him. But the thing is, when you see him and Clara walking up toward his tomb, which is the TARDIS in the future, it's huge. It's, growing exponentially with all this time current leaking out, as the Doctor describes. And you see that the window also has the crack. This is strange, and if you listen to my discussion video post The Name of the Doctor, I noted how I thought it was interesting that this particular giganticizing TARDIS, the console room was the same as the current, and I thought, well, the Doctor would surely have a couple incarnations more to go through, maybe a whole myriad bunch of them. Surely he would change the look of the interior of the TARDIS a couple more times to come as yet. So it was pretty much, I thought, a cost-effective decision to just utilize what set they already had for the TARDIS console room. But maybe it's like that Series 5, I think it was, Revelation, where you thought it was a screen cut, an edit mistake, that the Doctor went up to Amy when she wasn't allowed to open her eyes, and he didn't have his suit jacket on or whatever it was, and then you found out toward the end of the series there was a timey-wimey reason. I started to speculate maybe the reason this TARDIS has that crack still in its window, maybe the reason the Doctor's time scar is still existing within the current, embodiment of the TARDIS console room, has something to do with the fact that Matt Smith is soon to be leaving, and this Fall of the 11th concept, that he will be soon to die for real, that maybe the Doctor's death will be brought about, and perhaps it's his worst incarnation, the one not allowable to take on the Name of the Doctor, who will have to redeem himself by maybe giving the Doctor new life. And that will be how they get over his almost being near his regeneration limit. Now, this is all speculation, absolutely unfounded, just sort of, the little threads that have been playing around, basically dancing in my mind and coming together as one. And maybe it will be John Hurt who gives the Doctor new life. Maybe he will be a hero instead of a villain. Maybe he'll turn out to be Omega, which is another one of those theories that's going around. But I thought, you have this gigantic TARDIS. It still has that crack in the window. Why is that? This would have to be the 11th Doctor's current TARDIS, or the next Doctor's current TARDIS. I'm sure it will go through changes between now and whenever the Doctor actually departs this mortal plane, as this time scar is supposed to represent. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you all think of that. If you think there's anything to this, or it's just this one self-contained story, and it's, everything is just that way for this story, and it won't have any meaningful, return in the future. I'd love to hear from you, and otherwise that'll be for me on this one. So I'll catch you all later. Peace.